guys, Official Reacts here, and today I'm going to be doing my thoughts video for season 2 of Angel. So if you're not sure what this is exactly, is every time I do a season of a TV show, I normally, kind of do a little bit of an overview about my thoughts about the season as a whole. And then you guys have asked some questions and I've picked about 10 or so of them. And then at the very end of the video, I make some predictions and then let you guys know what will be happening with the next season. Just like a little update or something like that. Without further ado, here are my thoughts about season 2 of Angel. So from the get-go, we started the season with Wolfram and Hart kind of using Darla to make Angel very sleepy. I don't really know what that whole part of the story arc was about, like we all know what it culminated into, and but I mean, the first couple of episodes was pretty much Darla being kind of rapey towards Angel while he was sleeping, and just sort of messing with his head a little bit, but only for what? For her to rock up in person. It was kind of he knew immediately that it was her. He didn't think that he was dreaming or anything like that, so it was a little bit odd. Just the whole sleeping, keeping him asleep situation. And then there was the part where he pretty much don't scream and then he bites her. It was so unlike Angel, but it didn't make a whole lot of sense what was going on. He bit her and then stopped biting her, and then they kind of messed with each other's heads. It was a little bit confusing and convoluted. Why would Angel just randomly start biting her? I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of that, that portion of their story, but it did get 100 times better. The moment that Drusilla showed up and just after Angel went through all of this trouble to get to save Darla from dying, and then the moment that Drusilla showed up, after Darla had accepted that she was going to die, and she was at peace with it, and she didn't want to be a vampire anymore because she knew she felt everything that Angel felt, which was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then Drusilla rocks up and oh my god, I was freaking the fuck out. It was crazy. I really enjoyed the story arc that led to, Dark Angel, and I really wish it went on a little bit longer. I feel like the Dark Angel part of the season, it was it really showed some, oh god, I suck at words. It was it really showed what's really beneath the surface. Even though he has a soul, he can still be quite malicious, and self-serving and all that kind of stuff. And it was so thrilling to, I was kind of a little bit more scared of him as Dark Angel than I was of him as Angelus. There were parts where you were you didn't know what he was going to do, because it was almost, he was unpredictable, and I don't know, I just really liked that whole thing. I got really upset when Drusilla didn't show up again. She got burnt and then left, and I was like, why? Come back, I missed you, it was great. So yeah, that was great. I enjoyed that. That whole story arc of this season was phenomenal. I do, however, think that because of the way that story arc was set up and, played, it sort of sidelined the other main characters, which, is Gunn, Cordelia, Wesley. They were all kind of just sidelined. Sure, they were doing their own thing, but it was it wasn't as important, or I just wanted to get more Angel stuff, I'm not happy with Cordelia changing her hair every 5 minutes. I'm not happy with the way that it looks right now. I miss her long locks. Her long locks were great. When Harmony rocked up, that was really funny as well, because they played it off as though, like, Cordelia thought she was a lesbian, and then, like, and then she talked to Willow, and, yeah. I hope to see Harmony again. I hope this wasn't the last time that we saw her. Don't tell me. I don't want to know if she does come back. Like, that's a spoiler. I don't want to know. The stuff with Gunn this season with his, like, crew was kind of, it was kind of boring. Like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, gangs and that kind of stuff. I like Gunn. I just didn't find his story arc compelling this season because I'm not a huge fan of, like, gangs. That's pretty much all I can say. There was a zombie episode this season and I also really loved, like, as soon as Angel tried to lose his soul, it didn't, like, it sort of clarified that it's not sex that does it. The way that I see it is, when he lost his soul with Buffy, yes, they had sex, but then, like, they had, like, this little flash thing, and where they were just lying together, so it was, like, kind of like a time flash, so, like they, you know, they were doing their business, and then a bunch of time has passed, and they're just laying there, perfectly happy, and that's what, you know, caused him to lose his soul. So, it's not about the sex, it's about just being perfectly happy. And I thought it was very good that they clarified it on the show with Darla and how, like, you know, he didn't lose his soul. Although, what were you thinking? I understand that you just want to feel something, but you realize that if you did lose your soul, they would have to call Buffy, they would have to call Willow, like, you would be going around killing people again. You say that you don't have anyone, but, like, do you really want to go after Buffy again? Anyways, what I was trying to say is I really enjoyed, like, just after he tried to lose his soul, he, like, tried to make it up to the team, and Cordelia mostly. Angel was, like, just continually just trying to win her trust back, and it was kind of adorable. I was very sad that Wes lost his girlfriend. He got a girlfriend, and then all of a sudden he lost her. I don't know. Just came out of the blue that they broke up. I liked her. It was sad. Wes also got shot this season, and that was really scary. They, like, I'm just not happy, like, Cordy's vision seemed to be taking a bit more of a toll on her now. She was, like, having serious PTSD over one of them at some point, and I just wanted to hug her the entire episode. Yeah. Lindsay seemed like quite an interesting kind of character to me. He was very, like he was evil, and then, like, you know, felt like maybe he could redeem himself with this whole, like, Darla thing, because he was in love with her, which, oh my god, you were such a schoolboy, I swear. But I think he, like, to me, I didn't like him after the point that what he did to Darla, like, I'm not sure who it was, so I don't know if I can credit you, but there was someone in my comment section that basically said that he violated Darla and allowed a demon to set up shop inside of her just because he didn't want to lose her. And I thought that that was brilliantly put, because it's true. Because it's not really Darla. It's soulless Darla. It's Dar jealous. I don't know. But yeah, this season definitely my favorite season of Angel so far. I really enjoyed it. Also, we lost Kate. I don't really care that much. She somewhat redeemed herself a little bit, but it sort of just took a turn randomly. She was like super hating on Angel, and then all of a sudden she changed her mind because he didn't kill her when biting her. I don't get it. I guess, like, maybe, like, you could argue that, like, she trusted him because she knew in that moment, because he let her go, that, you know, she was safe. But she should have already known that at this point. It's been, like, what, a year and a half? And, like, he's never, ever done anything to hurt you, and he's protected you so many times. Especially against the vampire from last season that was Jeremy Renner, when you found out that he was a vampire. Like, it was just a complete left turn, and I didn't understand why. Like, there wasn't an actual logical reason why she just had this change of heart. I don't know. So those were my thoughts on Angel Season 2. Let's get into some of your questions. A lot of you have asked some amazing questions, and I could only pick about 10 or so. So if your question isn't particularly here, maybe it gets answered through someone else's question. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Super Scully asked, which lawyer did you prefer, Lindsay or Lila? I didn't particularly like either of them. Like, I guess I would have to say Lindsay, because I did like him until he did what he did to Darla. Lila just, it seems to me like there's no redemption or anything in her future. I don't know. She just seems like just more or less evil. Whereas, I guess Lindsay sort of had his, like, he sort of drew his lines at points, like when he saved the blind children, you know, or when he left Wolfram and Hart at the end of this season. Because of his evil hand. I don't know. I guess I would have to say Lindsay. Mikey BKS asked, who do you think had the best character development in Season 2? And who would you like to see developed more? Oh, this is a really tough one, but I think I would have to say Cordelia. It's sort of a bit of a throw up between Wesley and Cordelia, but I think Cordelia more so, because at the very start of the show, well, start of both shows, she was this superficial, like, I'm better than everyone kind of character, and then we start this season and she's like, she walks out of an audition to go save someone, and then, like, she, near the end of the season, she, like, complains about the visions hurting her so much, and, you know, she complains about it. But then when this whole comm shock situation comes up in Pylea with the Grusalug, she says no, she wants to keep her visions. Sure, they hurt, but she enjoys saving people, and, you know, I thought that was amazing growth from her, and I'm just so impressed. As for who I'd like to see developed more, I'd like to see more of Lorne. I liked Lorne this season. I haven't even mentioned him yet. This whole, like, karaoke bar thing was hilarious. Please, I really hope I don't have to hear Angel sing again. Probably will, but yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see either Lorne or Gunn developed more, but I hope that if they like, when they do develop Gun more, it's not more of the same gang stuff, because it's just not that interesting to me. I hope it's got to do with something else. I don't know. Yeah. Cal and Cara Zorel asked, why is Fred your favorite character already? Lol, probably not. I mean, I really enjoyed Fred. Amy Aker is pretty cool. I'm guessing that she continues on the show. Since a lot of you are like, you know, she's my favorite character and all that kind of stuff, which is nice and all, but you're sort of spoiling the idea that she becomes a regular. I think you could have said that she was your favorite, like, in the first or second season of season 3 or something like that, or when she's actually regular, rather than just now, because she was just introduced for like 3 episodes. That doesn't mean that she's going to be a part of the show forever. I mean, that David guy was in like 3 episodes as well, and he didn't end up being a regular, and no one said that he was their favorite, so I sort of just got the idea of that he wasn't going to stay on Team Angel. But like, you guys keep saying that Fred is your favorite, and it's a little bit, yeah, it's a bit of a spoiler. And on the subject of spoilers, you guys spoiled Lorne's name for me, which was kind of sad. I mean, it's just a name, I guess, but still, like... Anyways, as for Fred being my favorite character already, I don't know. I think Cordy is my favorite, I think. Arachnid Queen asked, what do you think of Lorne character? I really enjoyed Lorne. I really hope that we get to see more of him in the future. He was, like, just the fact that he can kind of read people's auras when you sing. I thought that was really interesting. I wonder what kind of aura I would have if he read my aura while I was singing through the credits. I'd be keen to know. I really wish that you guys hadn't, you know, spoiled his name for me. I understand it's just a name, but they called him the host until, you know, the Pylea arc, and like, you guys come here for reactions, and it's like, that moment was funny, but you could have had a completely different reaction from me because I wouldn't have known, but because I did know, you know, you didn't get... I did really like Lorne. Or... Now I'm gonna try this one more time. Krevlum Swath of the Deathwalk clan? CC88 asked, what did you think of the Pylea arc in the last few episodes of season 2? The Pylea arc was amazing. It was so good to just have like a breath of fresh air after like this really intense season. And then, like, you know, they kind of got to have a lot of funny, happy moments. I mean, Lorne's head got chopped off and things like that, but like... It was good to see, like, happy, goofy Angel as well. He was so happy that he wasn't bursting into flames and all that kind of stuff, and... I really enjoyed this season. One of my commenters actually said, Cordelia was a ruler of a hell dimension like Glory. It just made me giggle a little bit. Fura asked, in a family dance-off, who do you think would win, Lorne or his brother Numfar? What about Numfar versus Angel? That's a tough one, actually. Because, like, Numfar was doing some of this, and... I've never seen Lorne dance. I know he's a good singer, but that doesn't mean he's a good dancer. So, I'm gonna go with Numfar. And as for Numfa and Angel, Angel does some of these. That's a really tough one. But I probably have to say Numfa again because I've seen a bit more from him. It's pretty funny. I liked that scene. Mark Lewis asked, how did you feel when Angel tried to lose his soul by having sex with Darla? I sort of already answered this one, but I did feel, like, what were you doing? I understand that he was trying to just feel something, but, like, in the moment, he wasn't really thinking properly because, like, yes, he didn't have his friends right now, but if he did lose his soul, he would target those people anyways. And he would probably go after Buffy again, and all that kind of stuff, and it was like, he wasn't thinking of the consequences of his actions, and if he did lose his soul, he would hate himself even more than he already does when he eventually gets it returned by Willow, because Willow's the best. And on that note, why the hell did they not just soul Darla? Okay? And don't give me any of this business of, like, you know, it was specifically a spell for Angel. Because, let me tell you, Willow tinkered with the Tinker Light. Teeny Tinkerbell Light. Or whatever it was. I don't remember what the words were, okay? But, like, she tinkered with some spells before, and we've seen it. Okay, and so she could have tinkered with the spell that gave Angel his soul and given it to Darla. And on that note, giving a soul to Spike. I'm just saying. And then there's also the fact that maybe, like, orbs of Thessalar were, like, very rare, but, like, we saw 2 in, like, the span of, like, 10 episodes, so, like, how rare can they really be? Argo12 asked, Faith, Drusilla, Harmony, Willow, the Master, all of them had us unprepared with special appearances in Season 2. Which one was your favourite? Faith. Definitely Faith. I really enjoyed Drusilla showing up, like I mentioned that. Harmony, I also mentioned, was really fun. I liked Willow rocking up. Well, she actually showed up in the show twice this season, like, you know, talking about the Harmony business, and then, at the end of the season when she, delivered the news with just a look. Which I'm really avoiding talking about. But definitely Faith. I think that was really, really beautiful at the beginning of the season, that he was, like, visiting her. And I assume that he was, like, visiting her every, like, couple of weeks or something like that. It was kind of a beautiful thing, because it's, she's sitting there in jail, like, you know, doing her time for the things that she did. And the fact that she has support from Angel was just gorgeous, and I really hope that we get to see a little bit more of her at some point. Tommy Wales 87 asked, what was your favourite episode and least favourite episode? So I have a tie. My favourite episodes was the Cordelia-centric episode. Oh no, I've got 3. I just realised I've got 3 favourite episodes. So it was the Cordelia-centric episode, I think it was like episode 3, and it was called First Impressions. It was like Cordy and Gunn, and I just adored Cordy so much in that episode. I could watch it over and over and over again. And then my other one is, Guise Will Be Guys, which I think is episode 5 or 6? 5, episode 5. 5 or 6? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, but it was Guys Will Be Guys, and it was the Wesley-centric episode, and that just had me in tears of laughter. I was dying. Because you were in Virginia? Well, that's besides the point. And then I think it was, I'm not sure which one it was, I think it was Reunion, when, you know, Darla and Drusilla are just, you know, wreaking havoc and all that kind of stuff. Beautiful, beautiful episodes. I love them all. Also, for least favorite episode, it would either have to be The Thin Dead Line, of which we got to see Anne again, which was kind of beautiful. It was kind of beautiful to see, you know, what Buffy's influence led her to do. It's kind of nice that, like, it's a small world kind of situation, because, like, pretty sure Gunn knew her. She's very, very, like, wow. And the only reason that I say that episode, is because, well, zombies. I don't like zombies. I can't do zombies. And then maybe, like, Happy Anniversary, because that one just left me with an icky feeling. I also wasn't a huge fan of, like, the, I think it was Repride? No. Epiphany? I wasn't a huge fan of that because of the demons. The demons were so gross. The eye on the head, and I don't like eyes, okay? Like, I don't like weird eye things. Mossomness asked, what are your thoughts of Wesley as the leader of the group? How do you think he's done? If he were to continue being the leader, how do you think he would do? Especially given how we saw him in a leadership role in Pylea. I think that throughout his, like, stint, well, I don't know if he's still the leader or anything. I don't know. But, like, it's sort of, Angel sort of overstepped a little bit a couple of times, and he sort of just didn't really know what to do. And it was quite reminiscent of when he was Buffy's watcher and Giles was still kind of leading things, and he would rock up to the meetings like kind of late, and like he was like, oh, the demon Azeroth will not be blah blah, like literally seconds after Giles had already given that information. So it was sort of very reminiscent of that. He did take a bit more of a leadership role in Pylea. I feel like he did much better as a leader there. Whether or not it translates back into the real world is yet to be seen. But I do think that Angel is a better leader. I'm just saying. So those are your questions for this season of Angel. I hope I answered them to the best of my ability. And I'm sorry if your question didn't get answered. Now I'm going to make 3 predictions for the next season of Angel. So my first prediction is that we will see Angel talking to Faith again, because that would be nice. It'd be nice to have like a Faith cameo like every season. That'd be like kind of sweet. I just like Faith. My second prediction is that Lindsay will come back and be needed to help Angel do something. I don't know. I feel like he's like left for him to come back later. I don't know. My third prediction is that Fred will properly join the team. Not really a prediction, because I feel like you guys have pretty much already told me that she does, but I'm gonna keep it as a prediction, because I can't think of anything else. So those were my overall thoughts on Season 2 of Angel. Really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to start the next season. In fact, I'm going to be watching the first 2 episodes just after this video. So what you guys should get this week when this video comes out is Angel, this video, this thoughts video, the Buffy thoughts video, and then 2 episodes of Angel. And that's it for this week. Because that's just the way that, you know, my schedule works. And then next week you should get the first 2 Buffy episodes and something else. I can't remember which I don't know if it's 3 Buffy episodes and 1 Angel next week. I'm not sure. But you're only getting 2 Angel episodes this week. Yeah, so this season, fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. It's kind of just amazing, the fact of how quick I've gone through this. I feel like I've gone through it much quicker than I went through season 1. And yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord that I have set up for everyone, you can join. The link to that will be in the description below. Pretty much, we just talk all the time in there, and when I watch an episode, I kind of give my thoughts on it after I've seen it. You know, we can have a bit of a chat about it. We just do some interesting things in there. There's little spoiler channels where you can talk about spoilers, and I won't be spoiled. It's just really, really a fun place to be, and there's like 200 people in there talking it all the time. It's a great little community, and you're welcome to join if you would like. So I'm gonna set you guys a challenge. This video right here, I'm gonna set like a like goal. So if we can get to 300 likes on this very video, I will definitely do a thoughts video for the end of season 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this season with me. I can't wait to start season 3. And I guess I'm gonna see you in season 3. Thanks.